we did in September. It was the Game Boy Jam, and yeah, I did that. It was a 2 week long jam, and then I spent the last couple weeks after the jam creating a post jam version of the game. So thought we would sort of give you guys like a state of what it was like, or explain what it was like from the jam, and then show you what we've created now, which is pretty much a completed Game Boy game that you can play on a ROM that he's got here. Pull out my notes here real quick. So yeah, this is our ROM. So like, I'll just give you some background of the Game Jam game before this. Oh yeah. So we had our game. We ranked 30th place overall out of 400 entries.
Nice.
And our game scored 3rd place in the Game Boy Soul ranking category, which is a pretty good achievement for us because it's built. It'll run on a Game Boy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it's the jam only had one color palette for the whole game, so I've remade this with Game Boy Color settings, so you can have multiple colors. I've updated a little bit of the gameplay from the jam, fixed a ton of bugs. The game has side quests. I've added some dialogue to the game. We sort of increased the lore that you're able to experience in the game. It's a bit of like an adventure RPG type game, sort of like a Zelda type game or something like that. And the theme is like you're flying around. You get sucked into a wormhole and then you fly around between different planets. Sort of like you can just do the main storyline, I guess, of getting your ship back to building a warp engine so you can fly back to your own home space. What else here? Oh yeah, I added some stuff like some secrets and quest lines and stuff throughout the game. The settings are all kind of cool. It's like different planets sort of have different themes. Like this is our like medieval prehistoric planet, so there's like dinosaurs and sort of cavemen guys. But they also have like technology. Daniel here created a lot of lore that we kind of drew from.
Ages. Majority of the time, you can create all this.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all created in Game Boy Studio. Let's see. So like, yeah, you can like kill the enemies and collect items. I don't know if you want to show like the menu. You can like collect different healing items. It's kind of like rudimentary stuff, but it's like Game Boy, so like it'll sort of track your progress. So yeah, some of the challenges that went well were we were able to complete the game. People had some fun playing the game, and we were able to successfully capture like the feeling of playing a Game Boy game, which was kind of cool. Like, we got a lot of reviews saying it reminded people of playing games like back in the day. And it's very inspired by like Zelda and Pokemon and stuff like that. Some of the challenges that went poorly, we had some audio issues working with Game Boy Studio. And our sound guys we got with the jam, they didn't really know how to work with Game Boy Studio, so he ended up giving us a bunch of MP3 files, but I couldn't just shove those into the engine and have it run on the Game Boy, so I had to get him to remake a bunch of the audio and wave files, and it was kind of hard to sort of shove those in. And we also had a music composer join us for the jam, and I checked in with him at the beginning, but then after a few days, like maybe halfway in, I sent him a message to see how well it was going, and he was like, I've had some problems, I'm not really going to be able to get anything done, so I was like, oh no. And then luckily the guy that was doing the sound effects was like, oh, I can step in and make those for you. So, we had this awesome sound effects guy. He jumped in and made a bunch of like other music and stuff for us. He's currently working on music right now for this level in the town, so that'll be in the completed version. That's pretty much all that's left to add.
A month later, he was issued a 3 bag system, so
garbage, recyclables, organic.
Yeah, that's more or less kind of where it is now then. So the game is pretty much playable. We've got like a main story that you can play through, and then I'm not sure how long it will take the average person because we haven't really done like a whole lot of testing yet if people have to play it yet. But I'm hoping to get like, 30 minutes to an hour out of like an average playthrough. And we also have plans to like print it, flash it onto Game Boy cartridges, and get it in the box because it's nice to have like finally make a completed product. Yeah. Any questions about the jam or any process or anything?
How was programming?
It's kind of like more like GUI than programming, but it has a scripting feature that you can actually like expand upon, and you can like you can custom make the scripts too. So yeah, it's kind of tedious to like put the scripts together. Yeah, I love it, but it's also like Daniel hates it because it's not like what we're used to with Unity or something like that.
Yeah, it's a script-based language, so you literally just drag and draw events.
Yeah, a lot
Very
of events.
very friendly for beginners, but not my style anymore.
Yeah, I'm learning more of like how to organize the project and like, okay, I can make a script out of all this stuff instead of like, do a more tedious kind of, I don't know. It's hard coming in as a noob and knowing how to like get a good workflow in it.
Right. So it's not assembly then.
No, it's not like that. Yeah, they do a lot of
way too cheating.
they do a lot of the groundwork for you, which is why I picked that engine for the jam too, because it's like cool. Like I can sort of work with what they have built for you already and make something in a couple weeks without having to worry about coding every single little aspect of it.
Like this.
Oh yeah, this is the engine here. Yeah.
Yeah. You add events right here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it can be pretty tedious if
It's
you're
very
not sure what
tedious.
you're doing.
The audio problem that you were mentioning, is it because that it doesn't support more than 8-bit audio or so?
Oh yeah, pull up the music.
So the
thing.
music is through here. That's what the music is made. If
Okay.
you want to make the music inside here, you just want to install
okay.
all the music.
Yeah, you get the two duty channels, a wave channel, and a noise channel.
And then for
kinda like
sound
how you-
effects, they can be waves, but they don't work well on the web version. They work awesome on the emulator.
Yeah, the emulator that it comes with doesn't work with wave.
Yeah.
So it's hard to test. You have to run the ROM to test if you're using wave sound effects. Would not recommend.
So you're directly like making a .gba file? Or-
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
You can, and it builds a ROM for you, or you can also export a web file and just zip that and put it on your itch page and run it up the web too.
Yeah, the one project here, I was running off emulator for it.
Yeah, he was running a Game Boy emulator right now.
Are you gonna try putting a cartridge?
Yeah,
Yeah, so what we can do with this, and then eventually we port over to Go.
yeah, that's the next
And that's
plan.
our
Is,
and
Mm.
hopefully it's
Awesome.
yeah,
You could like play on the World Game Boy.
playing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'd
the
like to do
next
that.
thing.
You were saying about how it's you're going for like feeling like an old Game Boy game, like old guy here. Actually played on the original Game Boy games. Like it definitely got that feel. Like it felt like a game I would have played back in like
Yeah.
early '90s or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
a good game.
I was feeling for, and that's what I'm planning to build when we go for
Yeah.
everyone, and it's gonna be last.
Yeah, no, it's a great game.
Yeah.
The only complaint is that spaceship level. Please let me move forward.
Oh yeah. I have to cut back the script for that.
Yeah, it's the only thing I could like always. It's like I gotta be able to get away from the ship, and I can't get away.
Yeah, that level is, I find it hard. Well, starting out, I got used to it, but it's not gonna do that in Godot.
No.
Definitely rerun it.
Okay, good.
I promise you that.
Yeah, I've been trying to decide if I want to like break open the script and like change that, or just save that for the Godot version.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like top down, and then the final level of this game is a space side-scrolling.
I'm spoiling
shmup
here,
style.
but yeah.
It's all fine.
And you shoot rockets and blow up the bad guys.
But yeah, you definitely got a lot. Like it feels like there's a lot of stuff in a small amount of space. Like you've got a lot of content in that little pocket of the
The
game.
mom was nuts. So
Yeah.
I was writing the story. Ben was writing the script, and he was like sausage, and I was sausage too.
Yeah, I kind of went ape. Like I was, just working on this all day, every day, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like with
right.
my day job, so it was like
No, it's
I couldn't stop.
It shows you did a lot of work. Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. I'll run my Steam Deck if you want to play it. I'll be over there. I also got my card if you want to check out our games.
Yeah, if anyone wants to check it out later. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks, guys.